Merge teaches students to apply agile development principles to a classroom environment. This process allows each student to have a clear contribution to their team's work and encourages them to stay engaged. In a flipped learning style, students complete an immersive lesson module each night for homework. The next day in class, the magic begins when Merge places students in teams to tackle a collaborative coding challenge with a process based on agile development. Students explore this process while they wait for the class to start with an interactive tour of the challenge phases. When class begins, the teacher will introduce students to the day's challenge on the large screen display in the classroom. She can answer their questions and make sure that each person understands the goal. Then it's off to the races. Based on how students performed in the learning module, Merge will do its best to form teams with no knowledge gap. Students who may feel shaky on one concept will be placed with teammates who mastered that piece of material the night before. To begin, teams put their heads together to sketch out a solution to the problem they're solving in the design phase. This high-level exercise lets them sketch ideas, define a direction, and keep notes on a collaborative whiteboard. In the divide phase, the group will work together to break the challenge down into a list of small and manageable tasks that are designed to be completed by 1 or 2 students. As a team, they'll divide up the tasks so that each member is responsible for a piece of the work. Once the challenge is broken out into tasks, the teams move to the build phase to begin creating code. This is the chance for students to find a quiet place in the classroom and experience hands-on programming for themselves. The students choose one of their assigned tasks and begin building code to complete the goal. If they feel comfortable, they can use the nestable blocks to build out the logic by hand, or they can dictate logic statements to Merge, and the app will assemble blocks of code accordingly. If students get stuck here, or in any phase of the challenge, they can let their instructor know right from the app, giving the teacher a chance to provide face-to-face guidance and support. Once each student has built code for all of their assigned tasks, the team needs to get back together for the connect phase, where they'll review each person's code and merge all of the coded tasks into a complete program. As each member presents their code to the team, their peers can annotate and sketch directly onto the code window. If a piece of code needs to be revised, it's easy to switch back to building mode to make the change. After each piece of code has been reviewed and merged into a complete program, students will have the opportunity to see the results of their hard work. In the run phase, teams will give their program a test drive. If they need to make a last-minute bug fix or tune-up, there's still time. When things are good to go, teams will push their final code to the class repository. At the end of the class, all of the teams come back together as one group. Students gather around the classroom's large screen display to test and review each team's solution to the challenge. As teams run the code that they sent to the class repository and watch the visualization on screen, the teacher leads a retrospective discussion about what was successful for each solution and what could be improved. Merge's process allows each student to have a clear contribution to their team's work and encourages them to stay on task and engaged. With each daily challenge, Merge teaches students valuable collaboration and teamwork skills that they can carry forward into other courses and beyond into their careers.